Alright, we just put on 3 more pieces of aluminum, which takes us up about 60 inches. We have a 4-inch overlap. And we're going well. I probably should have been a little bit more, maybe I should have slanted my ladder a little bit. I'm getting closer to this side right here. But I think we'll be okay. But next time I'll need to remember that. So as far as the overlap, this is like a 12 pitch, maybe even more. Kind of looks like it's even more than a 12 pitch. It's a very steep roof. So 4 inches is probably, if you put it on the, if you calculate it out, it's probably like a 2.5 inch, if I remember correctly, overlap that you need. But I always like extras, so I'm doing 4 inch on my 24 inch pieces, so that gives me 20 inch I'm gaining every time, which isn't bad. So 3 of them got me 60 inches. I also added another piece to my ladder, so I took it up there. I'm trying to mark them, so like number 2, I always put number 2 in the same spot, so I'm trying to mark the braces, and I'm going to get a permanent marker and make them really nice so they're very legible. So I always put the ladder together the same way. So the 4 inch is this way. You know, any water coming down through here, there's a 4 inch lap. It should be good. Now, the one issue is, let's say you get a whole pile up of snow down here and then it starts to melt. Conceivably, it could go up higher, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I try to keep this, you know, I'll admit there's times I forget, but I really need to come up here and shovel this off so I don't get this whole buildup. I mean, there's been times when it's up to a year on this door and I have to kind of crawl out and start shoveling it away, because if you get a lot of snow, all of it in this area is coming down here. So that's why it sometimes needs to be shoveled. Now, if you're looking at the roof this way, any water coming down, let's say right down through here, coming down through, do I have enough overlap? So what I did was I went in here as far as I could to the nail. So from here to here is like 4 inches. So any water coming down here, if it's 4 inches here, then from here to here is greater, more like 5 inches. And from, let's say, right here is where the other nail probably is, to here it's, you know, more like 11 inch overlap. So we're really good on the sides. So this would be this is the one to make. You always want to go by your least overlap compared to where the water's coming down through. So we're good on that. I got a little bit more time, so I think I'm going to go up there and take my pieces of scrap aluminum and kind of wedge them in there, maybe do some screws, so that if we get some rain Saturday, which we're supposed to get, we're watertight. And then I'm going to look for another day that it's looking like I got about a 3-day window, and we're going to go for another section. Try to rip off a bunch and cut that distance in half that we have left. The other thing I can do is I got a couple repairs here, one right there, one over here. I could do them now, and one less thing for later. Okay, on to the next task.